Hi, it's Steph. Thanks for clicking. This is my first update for Throwback 30. This is a Fantastic Ladies Project Pan collab that was created by Jessica Lee. This is sort of a sample platter of different Fantastic Ladies projects because even Jessica can't manage to do all of the really cool ones. So the idea is that there were 30 projects that were voted into this project. They are both present and past projects of the Fantastic Ladies. And this started on July 28th and it goes through next July 28th. You are to pick one item for each of the 30 projects represented and pan that item through the year. These projects are just listed in alphabetical order, so I'll go ahead and get started on the ones that I've worked on through the last month. The first one is 50 Shades of Green. That is an item that is, of course, green. I picked this Smashbox Photo Finish Anti-Redness Correcting Primer. The primer itself is green. And my goal is to finish this little sample. So far I've used it 4 times, so I'm going to keep working on this one. Next is 50 Shades of Pink, of course something pink. I've been using this Sweet Summer Kiss Bath & Body Works Fine Fragrance Mist. My goal is to finish this. I don't think I'm really going to pull that off, but I'm going to use as much of it as I can. Last month I was up here, and now I made a little bit of progress down here. I haven't remarked it. I'm not sure if you can see the marks anyway, but I'm going to keep working on this one too. For Beauty A to Z, this is a project in which you pan something for each letter of the alphabet. I used a random letter generator and I got the letter N. For N, I pulled out my Lilo & Stitch Ohana palette, and I'm using the shade Nani, which is this purple on the end that already has pan in it. My goal is to use it 15 times. So far I've used it once. Budget Beauty is a project that was created to use up products that were drugstore or otherwise budget friendly. I'm using this Revlon Creme Shadow in the shade Creme Brulee. My goal is to use this 15 times. So far in this project I've used it once. Child of the 80s is an 80s themed prompt-based project. There were 80 prompts. I randomized one of them and I got yo-yos, and that's a product that you don't know how to feel about. I picked this Nair face cream. I picked it because it does work, but then of course all of your hair grows back at the same time, and so it's almost like worse than it was before. So I actually used this twice. I haven't been marking it and I don't know why, but I did use this twice. My goal is to finish it. Day of the Dead is a Day of the Dead theme project pan. It's also prompt based, but these are dual prompts. So for each prompt, there's 2 parts. You have to complete both parts in order to move on within this project. So I went ahead and picked one of the dual prompts. The first part is purple, and that's anything purple. I have this Au Naturel Creme Shadow in the shade Bliss. My goal is to finish it. So far I've used it just once. Part B of my Day of the Dead prompt is Pain, Suffering, and Grief. It is a product that causes you grief. I picked this Common Panda hair wax. It's pink, and my goal is to finish it. This gives me grief because I don't like the texture it gives my hair. Really, the only way I like to use this is when I slick my hair back into a bun. I have used it twice that way. I am trying to finish it, and not only does this cause me grief, it also causes me pain and suffering. So there was a foil seal on this, and the first time I went to use this in this project, I managed to slice my finger on the remnants of that foil seal, so pain and suffering as well. Disney Princess is a project pan based around the Disney princesses. There was a list of princesses. Each princess had 2 colors assigned to her. I randomized one and got Aurora. I decided to represent her with the option Bubblegum Pink. And I'm using the NCLA Sugar Sugar Lip Scrub. My goal is to finish it. So far I've used it 5 times. Drop 10 Before Summer is a project to use up summer-themed items or items that make you think of summer. I picked my Del Sol nail polish in the shade Girls Night Out. This used to change color in the sun. It doesn't anymore, but it used to turn from this corally pink shade to that purple. Even though it doesn't change, I still think of this as a summer color with that bright pink. So far I've used this twice. My goal is to finish it. It is all the way down there. I've used this a lot in the past. Golden Girls is a prompt-based project themed around the TV show Golden Girls. I never saw that show, but I randomized one of the prompts and I got the prompt Golden Girls. It's something golden, and I picked the Monster Manuka Honey Enriched Pigment in the shade Sunday. My goal is to use it 15 times. So far I've used it 3 times. Happy Hour is a project that is themed around happy hour. So I randomized a prompt and I got Bouncer. It's a product you're giving one last chance before you give it the boot. I picked the Clio Tinted Tattoo Kill Brow. This is in the shade Earth Brown. I have the goal of using this 30 times. One side of this is a marker, the other side is a mascara. and I just don't fill in my brows ever at all, but I have managed to use this 6 times. We'll see if I can make it to all 30 before decluttering it. I Heart the 90s is a 90s theme project. I randomized a prompt and I got I Will Always Love You. It's a holy grail product. I picked the No Crack Lavender Hand Cream. I didn't have a whole lot left in this. I've used it 13 times. I go through it faster in the winter. My goal is to finish it. It's Panning Cats and Dogs is a project that is in honor of our pets. I randomized one of the prompts and I got Scratching Post. It's any nail product. And I picked this Nailtopia orange nail treatment. It's to make your nails stronger. And I picked this because I've had issues with my nails flaking apart and I was hoping this would help. It does seem to make my nails stronger, but they are still flaking. I'll keep using it though. So far I've used it 5 times. My goal is to use it 30 times. Lip Service is a project for using up your lip products. I decided to bring in this Acure Lip Blush and the shade is called Schmexy. My goal is to use it 30 times. So far I've used it 3 times. Monochromatic Project Pan had one color for each month, and the idea was to pick a couple of products for each color and use them through the month. The way I'm honoring this project is I'm going to rotate through all 12 colors, but just with one product with a small usage goal. So for August, the color was black, and I picked this Ico Fat Liquid Eyeliner in the shade black. My goal was to use it 3 times. I actually used it 4 times. And for next month, September, the color is green. So I'm bringing in this Nailtopia nail lacquer in the shade Ocalia, and I'm going to use this one 3 times. Nightmare on Panning Street is a horror movie theme project. The title that I randomly picked was Christine, and that is a product that you made a special trip to the store to buy. I made a special trip to the store to buy this Smashbox Studio Skin 24-hour Hydro Foundation. My goal is to finish this. This is a better match for me in the winter, but I did use it 4 times as a mixer. Paranormal Pantivity is a project that is a spooky themed prompt project. I randomized a prompt that I hadn't had yet because I've been doing this project on Facebook all year, and I got Dibba, which was a product still in this box. This Peach and Lily Peptide Pro Firming Moisturizer was in its box, but now it is completely gone. I even cut it open and scraped it out. And so this is coming out. I have heard that this project is not coming back for another year, and it makes me kind of sad since I didn't get to use all of the prompts. So I'm going to go ahead and roll in another one. That's not really how this project is supposed to work, but I want to try to hit a couple more prompts. And the one that I'm going to bring in is White Lady, and so that is a white product. And I have this professional white teeth whitening gel. This is not a toothpaste, it is something you're supposed to put on your toothbrush with your toothpaste. I got this as a gift with purchase and I want to use it up. And even though the product itself seems to be clear, the word white is in the title, so I'm still calling it a white product. Size Matters is a previous year's Pan That Palette theme, and it was a product that is bulky or just your largest eyeshadow palette. I went with my largest one, which really isn't all that big. It's the Ace Beauté Serenity palette. My goal is to use this 30 times. So far I've used it 8 times. Today I am wearing the shades Self Care, Calm, and Retreat. And so I will keep working on this one to hit my 30 use goal. Skin is In is a project to use up skincare items. I've been using this Earth Harbor Azure Neck Cream. This did have some use on it when I brought it into the project and I'm trying to finish it. So far I used it 27 times and I'll keep going. That's Expensive is a project for using your items that you feel are expensive for your budget. I'm using the Clarins Night Cream. I'm not going to try to say the French words, but I've used this prior to this project. I am trying to finish it. I've used this 23 times. I have hit jar, and I'm still going to work on finishing this. That's So 2000s is a decade project that has prompts. I randomized the prompt milkshake, and that is a product that you need to shake before using. I picked this Revolution Magic Mist Mushroom Fixing Spray. I don't know if you really need to shake it, but there are 2 ball bearings in there that you're supposed to mix it. And my goal is to finish this. I started up here, and I am now down here. I'm going to keep working on it. Turn and Burn is a project for using up your samples, your minis, and your single-use type items. I was working on these 2 foil packets from Tula. These were joined together. The first one was the Cult Classic Cleanser. The cleanser was fine. It wasn't amazing. I wouldn't be willing to pay full price on it, but you know, it worked. The second one was the 24/7 hydrating day and night cream. This was wonderful. I thought it was really nourishing. I actually like it better than the Clarins one. I may even be willing to pay full price for this. Women Who Rock is a project that was themed on women who are historically significant. I randomized one and I got Julia Child. She's represented by a food-based product. So I picked the Jouer Single Shadow in the shade Chocolat. My goal is to use it 15 times. So far I've used it 3 times. So that wraps up my project for now. And so I managed to roll out 2 items, but I'm bringing one in, so it's really kind of one project rolled out. We'll see if I can get a couple more next month. Good luck with your projects, and I'll see you next month.